It's another day of jury selection here at the Broward County Courthouse for the Parkland school shooter trial. I'll show you why it's so difficult for attorneys to find the right jurors.
Plus, New York City's taking on Florida with this new campaign against the parental rights and education law, how they're encouraging LGBTQ Floridians to take action, and where else we'll soon see these billboards.
And it's a little bit of a warmer start out there for us this morning. We're going to take a closer look at where we could see a few showers returning later today.
It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
Well, you are waking up to a warmer Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sam Kerrigan in for Matt Lincoln.
Hey, everyone. I'm Ashley Glass. There's also going to be a chance for some rain today, something we've been seeing plenty of the last few days. Look at this new video here, how intense some of these storms have been. This was sent in by CBS 12 viewer Gino. He captured this lightning in South Florida just last night.
Oh, that is some pretty incredible video. A light show out there last night. Lauren, are we going to see rain again in our area today?
Yeah, very cool to see. Of course we are. It's already rained in a few spots offshore, and then that's going to be moving across our onshore areas later. Skies on radar right now, dry, 72 degrees in Jupiter, 79 in Boca, coming in at 69 degrees in Fort Pierce and Vero Beach, down to 68 in Port St. Lucie, 67 right now in Indiantown. That more of a south component to the wind is bringing the heat and the humidity back into the area today. About 82 degrees by 11 o'clock, near 84 by noontime. So we are warming quickly as we move through our day today. It's a little hotter this afternoon. Yesterday we were close to 80. Today we're going to the mid to upper 80s. Plus there's humidity outside, so it's going to feel even worse. Not the best. And then, of course, a few scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm return later today. A closer look at that is ahead. Sam, Ashley.
All right, Lauren, at 6:02, we want to take a look on our roadways. So far, so good out there this morning, Indian River County. This is a look at your drive in Vero Beach. Not tracking any issues there. We are also in great shape here in Palm Beach County. Traffic Tracker 12 heading north on I-95 through West Palm Beach. No crashes or delays.
In the first row, please raise your hand if you feel you have a hardship and you cannot serve.
In just hours, hundreds more potential jurors will be screened in the sentencing trial of the Parkland school shooter. This is day 2 of this process to pick 12 jurors who will decide if Nikolas Cruz should get life in prison or the death penalty. It should take about 2 months, this portion of it. Cruz killed 17 people and hurt 17 others at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School 4 years ago. Our Madeline Montgomery live right outside the Broward County Courthouse for us again this morning. Maddie, some of these potential jurors, they've already been dismissed.
That is right. There are a lot of qualifications that the jurors have to meet in order to be able to sit in here in the courthouse in this trial. And usually attorneys are looking for folks who don't know much about the case that's going to trial. But that's simply not possible when it comes to the shootings that happened in Parkland 4 years ago. And so instead, attorneys are looking for people who can just simply show that they're not prejudiced one side or the other in this case. People who aren't morally opposed to the death penalty, that can speak English fluently, are healthy enough to serve, don't have unbreakable or costly plans in the upcoming months, and don't have a personal connection with Nikolas Cruz. And this final clause ended up being an issue for several potential jurors.
If I had never met him before, I'm sure I would come to the same opinion of
Which is what?
What occurred. I would most likely, I'm not really interested in having people sit in jail for the rest of their lives as a taxpayer.
More than 120 of the first 160 prospective jurors who passed through the courtroom yesterday were dismissed. The 18 people who passed the screening yesterday will be brought back later on in this process to be further questioned to see if they're fit to stand trial. And again, out of all of these candidates, only 12 will be selected to be jurors and 8 will be selected to be alternates. Reporting live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Madeline Montgomery, CBS 12 News.
And CBS 12 News will be covering every minute of this sentencing trial. Make sure to visit our website, cbs12.com, or download our free CBS 12 News app to get updates sent right to your phone.
6:04 is the time right now. This morning, New York City's taking on Florida's new parental rights and education law with a set of new ads and billboards. They encourage LGBTQ Floridians to move to the Big Apple.
The new law, dubbed by opponents as the Don't Say Gay law, limits classroom instruction about sexual orientation and gender identity in grades K through 3rd and similar topics at any grade level that are not considered age appropriate.
It's officially law now, still very controversial. Kara Duffy's at the live desk with more about this new campaign.
So Kara, where will we see these ads popping up?
Sam Ashley, New York Mayor Eric Adams says these new ads will run in major cities across the state, including right here in West Palm Beach, and it'll be in place for the next 8 weeks. And I want to show you what some of these new billboards look like. Take a look. These are just a few of the digital billboards you may be seeing popping up around town. They read things like, New York City is alive and so is free speech. People say a lot of ridiculous things in New York. Don't Say Gay isn't one of them. Loud, proud, still allowed. And when other states show their true colors, we show ours. Now, Governor Ron DeSantis says the law has been mischaracterized, saying that the law prevents graphic material from being taught in younger grades, that there can't be organized lessons on the subject. In a White House briefing, Press Secretary Jen Psaki asked a reporter for proof of that even happening in our schools. Here's what happened. Take a listen.
Does White House support that kind of classroom instruction before kindergarten?
Do you have examples of schools in Florida that are teaching kindergartners about sex education? Because I think this is a politically charged, harsh law.
Meanwhile, Governor Ron DeSantis' press secretary tweeted just moments after New York City's campaign launched. And on Twitter, she wrote in part, if anyone is so opposed to Governor Ron DeSantis' defending parental rights that they leave for a crime-ridden dystopia, Florida will be better off without them. The new law will go into effect in January, and it's going to be up to each school district to decide how exactly it'll be enforced. Sam?
All right, Kara, the time right now is 6:07, and this morning CBS 12 News continues to look into the safety of our local drawbridges. We discovered a series of accidents after a woman fell to her death from the Royal Park Bridge in downtown West Palm Beach just a few weeks ago. Now, we first showed you this video yesterday, a pontoon boat being crushed underneath Cato's Bridge in Jupiter while that bridge is rising. You can see here the people on board jumping to safety. This is the drawbridge that connects Jupiter and Jupiter Inlet Colony. The boat stopped under that bridge when it started raining and ignored all signs to avoid that part of the bridge. CBS 12's Al Peffley tried to talk to a bridge tender there about this incident. Here's what he told us.
Could you tell us how something like this happened?
I can. I wasn't here. I don't have any idea how it happened.
When a boat is under the bridge, does the bridge tender look under there first to see if there's a boat there?
You'll have to talk about that with the Road and Bridge Division.
We are still waiting to hear back from the Road and Bridge Division. They were closed yesterday. We also contacted Jupiter Police, who say they have no record of this incident.
If you watch our show, you know we've been all over this. CBS 12 News I-Team has done extensive research on drawbridge incidents in our area. You can find all these reports right now on our website, cbs12.com, under the I-Team tab.
It is 6:08 on your Tuesday morning, and we are learning more than 100 people in North Miami Beach are out of their apartment building after it was deemed unsafe. It's located about 20 minutes away from where the Surfside condo collapse happened. The apartment was being repaired as part of its 50-year recertification process. So coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take a look at the engineer report and tell you what's next for residents in this apartment.
6:09 is the time, and this morning we're learning a Hobe Sound mother accused of letting her baby drown in a bathtub will spend a decade in prison. Heather Clifford, seen here, pleaded no contest in a plea agreement just yesterday. Investigators say she left the 9-month-old alone in the tub and fell asleep in 2020.
Well, still ahead here on CBS 12 News this morning, the U.S. is one step closer to having the first black woman on the nation's highest court. Coming up, the Republicans joining the list in backing Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Plus a travel mess at Palm Beach International Airport, leaving all this luggage with no one to claim it. In just 5 minutes, what is causing all of this, and will the travel headaches ease up today? We're coming right back.